Hello folks, it's Kikoskia here and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And when last we left off, night has already arrived. The day goes by so quickly, doesn't it? That's just the life of an adventurer. Busy, always busy. When last we left off, we had the reputation sufficient to get the information about Adir's brother. This is when Adir found out that his brother fought on the side of Red Ceres. He doesn't know why. We don't know why either. And so Adir has decided to go and find the location of the Saints' War battle so that we can get some answers. Hopefully, anyway. We also took the pieces of the Unwithen statue to Nan's in the Brackenbury Sanitarium, and we found out that the scepter can be repaired. We could potentially get a discount if we get a little bit of resolve, but on our way to the tavern where we could get that resolve, we found Gordy. Gordy knows a secret, but to get that secret, we're going to have to get him a knife. Not just any knife, a March steel dagger. Now folks,
I'd be glad to.
It's my duty to tell you that you should never play with knives. Knives are dangerous. You can cause a lot of harm with a knife. They're not toys. That aside, we're going to buy this small boy a knife. But hopefully we can teach him to be careful with it. Now, we were told to go over here and find the person that sells weapons. We know this merchant. I believe it is this person right here. Luckily, all the merchants are still out and about.
Yes?
Is it you?
Gods keep you.
Anything in particular you'd like to see? I'm looking for a particular dagger made of March steel. Just like the Crucible Knights use. Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? I'd be tempted to sell it to you anyways and let little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands. Tell me more about the dagger. He oars the cloth in his hand. Made out of a high-purity iron ore that comes out of the White March Mountains. Traditionally, the smiths of the Crucible Keep have smelted it into daggers and swords, which they only give to the Knights of the Crucible. Of course, I'd be surprised if that kid didn't already tell you all this. He grins. He certainly knows his stuff. Those adventurers you sold the dagger to, where are they now? Folks like that only visit Copper Lane to crew up at Admeth's Den Expedition Hall, or down a pint at the Goose and Fox. Since they weren't headed into the den, well, you've got my best guess. Time to leave.
I'm here.
Right, let's go to the Goose and Fox. We wanted to head there anyway. And I feel like getting some survival might be good. Luckily, the Goose and Fox does have a resting bonus for survival. Because I want to make sure that kid doesn't poke their eye out with it. Or worse. Okay. Actress, patron, bishop, bodyguard, mercenary. None of these the person we're looking for. Nope. What about upstairs? Are you up here enjoying a quiet drink? Ah, is it? It could be you lot. It probably is you lot.
I'm here.
Hello.
Well met, friend.
Back again, I see. Did you buy a March steel dagger for an Igram? He displays the blade on a flat palm. I did, and a fine piece it is. I don't know of any more circulating in the city, outside the steel in the Crucible Keep, of course. How much to take it off your hands? He turns the blade in the light, admiring it. Seeing as how there's a sudden demand for this, £100 seems fair. Don't have the intellect to do this. But I could get the intellect to do this. Let me borrow your hat. Now I have intellect 12.
I'm here.
Hello.
I'd like to buy that March steel dagger from you. You got £100? Demand isn't as high as you think. Chances are good that dagger was stolen or looted off one of the Crucible Knights. In that case, I'm probably doing you a favour. He frowns. Can't be too careful around the authorities these days, especially as an Orlan. Fine, I'll sell it for no less than 50. I'm getting my money back at the very least. Sounds like a deal. He hands you a dagger, hilt first. Smart. Pleasure doing business with you. Is there something else you wanted? No, I'm good. You can have your hat back now, grieving mother. Why did you switch hats just now? No reason. I'm gonna leave. You don't sound as enunciated and articulate as you were before. Nope, I'm off now, bye. Now, with that done, I'm going to rest at the inn. Now, I'm going to test a hunch. If I get a point of survival, will that make a difference? I mean, it can't hurt. This place isn't very expensive to rest in anyway.
I'm here.
So, go here.
Hail, traveler.
I'd like a room. We have +2 dex, +1 survival. That's what I want. There's also +1 resolve there. There's 160 pound here. So now I have survival 4. Am I doing this purely to get one dialogue option that might not be there? Yes. Will it make a difference? In the grand scheme of things, no. Will it potentially save this kid from doing something really terrible in the future? Again, maybe it won't. But I'd like to think it will. Okay. Let's look at this dagger, actually. Oh, is it a quest item? Is it a quest item? Yes. This dagger is of a fine make. The steel is strong and sharp, tapering to a razor-sharp blade. The seal on the pommel marks this as a weapon forged by the Crucible Knights. It's pretty decent. It's a fine dagger.
I'm here.
Could very well become an heirloom of his family. Presuming, of course,
I'm
he
here.
has one. Gordy bounces on the pavement. Did you get it? Did you have a dagger? Can I see it? I have the dagger right here. Gordy stops bouncing and stares at it, gaping in awe. It's so sharp. Aha! Oh, I'm so glad this is here. Slowly hand them out the dagger. Slowly hold out the dagger, pommel first. Listen first. When you're not using it, keep it sheathed or it will rust. Don't show it off or someone's going to take it away from you. Or worse, it's a weapon, not a toy. Understand? Gordy's hand trembles as he restrains himself from snatching the dagger away. He nods, holding the dagger in its sheath. I'll take good care of it. I promise. And you know what? I believe him. So, about that secret. Gordy puts his hand up to his mouth and whispers loudly. I saw one of the actors hide something under a loose stone near the theatre. Probably nothing as good as a March steel dagger, though. Thanks for telling me, Gordy. Bye!
I'm here.
You know, I was worried about this, but now I'm pretty sure that kid's going to take great care of that dagger. Who knows, maybe someday he might become an adventurer in his own right, and that will be his weapon. But how could this be? Cosma, my dearest love, is also my dearest foe! To think the souls of my dread family Hogwarts reside within your family frame. Oh my! But Olga, I love you. I would never bring you harm. And yet, the cruel glint in your eye. Merriment, my love. Your blade, the copper steel you now carry. Only a grim family heirloom, and yet how marvellous it is. Your sweet voice, at times a threatening bellow. Well, you do vex me sometimes. I've never seen this production. Perhaps you could see how it turns out.
You're
Right,
quite friendly,
let's look
aren't you?
around. Oh, whoa, will nobody help us? Are there no true sons and daughters of Deerwood gifted with the chowder. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Alright, where's the thing I'm looking for? My good lady, what's the matter? The benches are strewn with chicken bones, broken bottles, and greasy scraps of paper. Okay, somewhere around here.
Quietly now.
Near the theatre. Something is stashed away.
How about that?
There it is. An oaken scarab figure. Oh. This wood beetle has had lifelike detail carefully burned into the carved shell. Tiny barbs are etched onto its legs, and its folded wings bear mazy patterns. Interesting. Is this still classed as a quest? Let's see. Something secret. Tell me about Loose Brick by the Theatre. Yep. Could I have found this without that quest?
Yes.
Probably not. Right. What we need to do now... Okay, before we go and get the... You know what? We should get the thing fixed up anyway. That's what we should do. We should get the scepter fixed up. It might be useful when we go back into the catacombs. Maybe we should have cleared out the catacombs the first time round. But either way. Let's go get this resolve bonus. So, we have resolve of 12. We need a resolve of 13. Let's get that resolve.
I'm here.
Could get it for free, but I'm going to Kednir briefly, but
How do you
Time.
do?
I could get a room. Let's get +1 perception, +1 resolve for 120 copper. Hireling payday!
I'm
Well,
here.
we have lost some money, but that's fine. That little item might be very useful, the summoning item. I could put it on my bar. I will put it on my bar, actually. Let's do that. Put it right here. There you go. We can now summon
Yes.
wood beetles. Also, it's bright as day right now. Yep, it is indeed hireling payday. We still have you, by the way. We still have you just hanging around in the jail. Nobody has come to pay for your ransom. You asked me for one and I said no. Not until you're older and more responsible. Do you remember this conversation? Gordy's eyes are fixed on the ground in front of him. Yes, sir. And yet I find you out here, playing with a blade that clearly belongs to the knights. Do you see the problem? I didn't steal it, honest. I traded a secret for it. He points to you. Ask her. He turns to you. Is what my son says true? He wants to be a crucible knight. I thought it was a good way to get him started in an honourable profession. He stares at you for a moment, then shakes his head. Well, I still don't approve of my boy having a weapon, but I'm glad he's no thief. You can keep the blade, but I'll be holding on to it until you're a squire with the knights. Come along, Gordy. I won't have you loitering out here all day. Well, happy-ish ending, I guess? The family has an item for later on when he's a squire. And he learned a lesson. And I stuck up for him. I wasn't going to let him take the rap for something he didn't do. He didn't steal it. Just a very excitable kid that really wants to have a dagger. I suppose when he's a squire of the Crucible Knights, he'll have that dagger. A happy ending, kind of. Cost me what, 200 odd pound? That's nothing really in the grand scheme of things. We have what, 16,000? We'd have even more if I decided to sell stuff. I really should sell all of my stuff.
I'm here.
Anyway, let's not miss the sanitarium. Pop in, get this item fixed up with a little bit of a discount, and we'll see what it's like. Okay. Hello, how you doing, man in the statue?
I'm here.
God, imagine this place gets torn down. It'll not end well for you. Let's talk about the scepter pieces. Ah, here we go. I'd be happy to repair the scepter, but it's going to cost £1,800. The process requires advanced alchemy. Those ingredients don't come cheap. I'm giving you a rare opportunity to work with an Engwithan scepter. Surely you can bring the price down a little. Aye, perhaps if you want to bargain and haggle with every dragon blood vendor and imp horn merchant in the city. She puffs her sagging cheeks. Very well. You can have the satisfaction of working an old woman to an early grave for only 1,500. So we saved 300 there. That pays for the entire rest bonus to get this to happen, and for most of the rest bonus, if not all of it, to get the survival lesson for Gordy. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy, expensive alchemy. Alright, 1,500 it is. I expect you'll want to watch and see what your money's put to good use. Better get comfortable then. She lays down an array of powders, potions, and other obscure ingredients on her desk. After what feels like hours, she returns to the main hall with you and presents the scepter. Looking at it, you'd never know it had been broken in the first place. This may be the finest work I've ever done, if I say so. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. Examining a piece like that is a dream come true for someone in my field. She gazes at it wistfully. Take good care of it. Farewell. What do we have here? The Engwithan Scepter. This Engwithan Scepter was restored from fragments you found in Ondra's gift. The shaft is covered with invocations, and the opal finial is inscribed with runes. Okay, that's pretty interesting. What's it like compared to what you're using? Speed? You know, it's probably better than that. Give you that as a potential option. Oh, I just unequipped everything, didn't I? Yes, I did. Ah, it has a different weapon damage type. That's good.
I'm here.
Okay. It's probably not better than the staff, but we've got it now. Now, you know what we need to do? We need to go to the sewers. There's stuff we have to do there. There's the matter of those robed people that went down there. The one whose soul we found that got attacked by a troll. Yeah, we need to deal with that. Okay. Back to Copper Lane. 12 minutes. Short jaunt, and we're there. And not only that, we will arrive very close by to the sewers. Well, it's a sewer and a catacomb. It's kind of both. Interchangeable. There's a commoner. And here's this. Hello, you. Don't mind me. And when we come back, folks, we will explore once more below Copper Lane. There are things we want to do here. There's this whole area here that's probably got something super sinister. Something super sinister we're going to have to deal with. Of that I have no doubt. How are we doing for experience? We are incredibly close to level 9. This will absolutely do it if we manage to solve any kind of quest here. Or open any lock. So close. So close. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.